Welcome back. For our next presentation, we have Rasheed from Avaya. And Rasheed's going to be looking at how you can enhance customer experience with CPaaS. So I'd like to hand over to Rasheed for the next presentation.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, my name is Rasheed Ajibola. I'm an integration consultant for the UK and Ireland sales team for Avaya, and I'll be walking you through CPaaS. So I'll jump into a quick overview around what it is and where it fits, and then I'll show you some of the magic in real time. So where Avaya CPaaS fits in the Avaya ecosystem is that CPaaS is an integration point, an integration layer. It's what allows us to leverage the digital capabilities of today and to bring Avaya legacy customers who have invested in Avaya legacy platforms and allow them to leverage things around artificial intelligence, AI, chatbots, IoT, and much more. And I've placed a link for the CPaaS platform for anyone to go and register today. It's our API as a service platform where you can market and develop applications. So why Avaya CPaaS? Oh, sorry, what is CPaaS? So CPaaS, as I mentioned, is a cloud-based platform. And what it allows customers, partners, and their customers to do is to create real-time business communication applications. And what makes it so unique is it's not wedded to that legacy platform. It's all in the cloud. That means that customers don't have to invest in all that hardware, tons of capital in all that hardware, and don't have to sign up for 2, 3, or 5-year contracts. It works completely over the top, and it runs on a pure consumption model. What that means is that customers pay for what they use. It's a pay-per-use platform. Think of CPaaS as Avaya's API platform as a service. We expose our APIs, and customers can just go and develop, and we make it simple. So in the CPaaS space, there are a couple key players, and you may recognize some of the names. So we're competing with the likes of Nexmo, Twilio, and many others. And what we've seen, especially this year, is a massive growth in this CPaaS space, especially under COVID-19. We see the customers, had their customers changing the way that they engage them. Customers wanting to deliver microservices, new capabilities, and it's these lightweight API-heavy and powerful platforms that will really drive the way we engage with our customers. And analysts see CPaaS spend to quadruple over the next 2 years to 6.7 billion. So the market for CPaaS is growing every year, and there's a lot of powerful use cases and powerful applications that customers can drive and empower through CPaaS. So currently, the platform as a whole stands at 12,000 active developers who are developing on the platform, creating these custom, powerful applications or microservices, if you will. And I'll touch on some of them in a minute. And out of those 12,000 active developers, we have 3,000 active applications. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's quite a massive gap between the active developers and active applications. It's because we've made it so easy. Anyone can jump on just jump on the URL, register, and then we give you a bit of credit to go off and start developing. That means today, in about 1-2 minutes, you can be set up to test and develop your own CPaaS POC. You can be set to develop your own notification application, your own cloud IVR in a matter of minutes. And all you do is consume. We expose the APIs, and you consume when you utilize those APIs. And because of that ease of use, that's the reason why we're standing at currently 40 million voice minutes a month being consumed in the cloud, and 50 million SMSs a month being consumed. And again, CPaaS is across 54 plus global countries worldwide, and CPaaS capabilities are being rolled out in the UK and throughout the EU and within the next couple months. So why should customers use Avaya CPaaS? So first of all, it has native integration into the Avaya legacy. That means any Avaya customer now on an Avaya platform can utilize CPaaS capabilities to deliver some kind of service or application to their customer, either API driven, voice driven, or message driven. It's up to them. We also have free development tools. These tools operate from a very low code, no code, drag and drop environment to hard coding in the APIs or writing voice scripts via XML. And CPaaS allows customers and partners to tap into all kinds of a wide variety of features that include SIP trunking, voice notification, messaging, API flows, transcription services, recording, and so much more. And because the environment is an open API environment, we're able to, as long as what we're tapping into is open, we're able to tap into third-party services and platforms like ServiceNow, IBM Watson, Google AI or Google Cloud, Salesforce, and much more. Again, you pay for what you use. You scale up, you scale down. It's all burstable, and it's APIs made easy, if you will. We also have a very rich API document, and I've put the link there for anyone to consume. And we expose our RESTful APIs, and our API library shows detailed documentation of how to utilize our APIs in different languages, from Java to Node.js to Python to all the mainstream popular developer languages that anyone can use today. Why is that important? Brilliant. What all this means is that you don't have to be in our environment. You don't have to be in CPaaS. It can be in your environment. It can be on a web page. It can be in an application. Regardless of whatever programming language you're scripting, we have the library for it. You can consume our services and embed it into your web page, into your mobile application, into your IVR. And we made it very simple. Again, there's sample code and test code for anyone to consume online. So what I wanted to touch on, just very briefly, again, the aim of this is just to give you a slight overview of what CPaaS can do and to tease out some other bits. And if you want to dive deeper into these use cases, I'm free to jump on a call or a chat after this session. So I wanted to talk about what's being created and what's being built out there. These are some of the pre-built Avaya applications that are being used in the CPaaS space. From applications that integrate into Avaya Spaces, so that's our cloud-based collaboration platform, to applications that tap into mass notification, to Google Virtual Agent, Google AI-driven IVR, and also to the use cases that have come up from the COVID-19 that's hit us this year. So I wanted to talk first around the Avaya Cloud Notification Service. So this application works in many different ways, and just in this quick use case example, a customer utilized it in a healthcare space. So it was around a healthcare worker or staff, and this event would happen. It could be a code blue or code red. Something has gone wrong, and that hospital worker needed to send out mass notifications instantly to either everyone, to select users on business on work phones or mobiles, to workers on their desk phones. That's Avaya desk phones using SIP, or even sending notifications over UHF radio frequency. The scenario of that emergency situation happens, and the application dips into the enterprise directory or into any directory. It targets all the numbers that need to be notified. It could be nurses, surgeons, it could be hospital workers on a certain floor, and it blasts out a voice call as well as SMS notifications to them. It can also send notifications via digital signage. So that can be signs in a hospital saying, code red or there's a fire, go this way. It's around quick and simple use cases to make everyone's life easier for the customers who play in this space. The second example is what we call our Instant Cloud IVR. And in my slide, it talks more of a customer in retail, but it can apply to any customer across any vertical. The ability to spin up a powerful Instant Cloud IVR, and not only to have DTMF embedded into it, not only can we tap into information from an API or customers' databases around their customers, but we can plug in natural language. So what happens is customer can deliver a microservice in the cloud. When their customers call up, they can frequently ask questions. I want to know about this product or that product. They can ask questions around, are you open today? And once we detect that natural language, the application will dip into the will trigger the API and dip into the customer's database, grab the opening times, and play as a message. Hey, customer, our opening times are 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. There's also integrations into customers wanting to do more complex things around payments. I could be a customer wanting to check I want to check my gift card balance or make a payment. CPaaS as a whole doesn't make payments, but as an integration point, it can tap into third-party payment services like Semaphone. And when the customer has hit the point of payment, what our API will do is literally deflect, hand off to that third-party service to deal with the payment, and then the customer's happy. All we're doing is we're consuming and leveraging their APIs in our API space or our API environment. I've mentioned some voice use cases, but it doesn't need to be tied into voice. As I've mentioned before, we have integrations into Salesforce, ServiceNow, and other platforms. We have SMS-driven flows around customer polling, surveying, CSAT. We have mass notifications around a customer maybe due for an insurance renewal or a product update or bill being due. We also have click to SMS as well as WhatsApp integrations. So we're able to tap into the WhatsApp API. So that's embedding social media. Not only that, but we can drive that WhatsApp engagement with AI. That means a customer can engage you and start the journey in WhatsApp, engaging an automated bot. And then the bot can't handle that query, it can escalate to voice. What I wanted to focus on was our Avaya Cloud Virtual Agent. So as I've mentioned again, this environment is powerful, robust, it lives in the cloud, and it's open. And there's a lot of it's growing rapidly, and Google have seen this. That's the reason why Google have allowed us to build an integration into their platform. What this virtual agent does is it maps the Google AI, it maps DTMF, natural language voice input, and much more into an IVR. That means that a chatbot flow you'd see on a web page, we can embed that as a pure voice call. A customer calls up and it triggers the Google AI intents, whether it's an FAQ question, whether it's a service renewal updates. We're able to drive that IVR, the interactions in that IVR, the speech in that IVR. What's leveraging that voice, what's carrying the voice is CPaaS, but then what's powering the AI underneath is Google. And what I have here, and you'll get my slides, is just a quick demonstration that anyone can try and test either through voice or SMS. And this demo, once you engage it, just give it your name and your company, and it will explain using speech and natural language what virtual agent does. One last thing. So we also have, on top of virtual agent, we call it the OneClick Integration, and I'll be showing this to you in my demonstration. We are the only voice provider that have this direct one-click integration into Google. That means that Google have allowed us to make it as simple as one click to integrate their AI capabilities into our CPaaS environment. And I'll be demonstrating that to you momentarily. Again, this year has been very challenging, and this year we've seen a massive spike in growth in CPaaS use cases. This is my session was meant to be an introduction, but I'm happy to, again, after the session, talk about all kinds of COVID-19 driven use cases we've seen this year. Apologies. Around outbound notifications, around cloud virtual assistants, even around auto forms, filling out complex applications and forms in real time through voice and AI driven applications. So please reach out to me to discuss these use cases so that you can see what customers are doing. So now I'm going to go into my demonstration, and I'm going to show you what CPaaS is. It's better for you to see what this is and how powerful it is. It's not just a vaporware. It has real depth and context to it, and it's growing. I'm just going to quickly stop sharing my screen. Bear with me. So I'm going to access the CPaaS portal. And I'm going to share my screen again. So hopefully you can see my screen. What you're seeing is the CPaaS portal. It's as simple as going to cloud.zang.io and you register an account and you'll be given a bit of credit and you're good to go. Now, this environment is been constantly updated and we have new features and capabilities being added to it. What you're seeing is the old portal. If I go over here, I can access the new portal. But because of time, what I'll do is I'll stick with the old portal and I just show you how it works. So as you can see, I have credit. So I'm able to add funds to my account. I'm able to add a card onto this and to tap into either add in $10, $20, $1,000 because it works and operates on a pure consumption model. All I have to do is add a card. I can manage my card, and I can also implement auto recharge if I go over my usage. And here we're able to buy numbers. So what the CPaaS environment allows you to do is, again, we can buy local numbers, toll-free numbers at a fraction of a penny. As it operates on a pure consumption model, you're able to utilize voice and messaging capabilities at a fraction of a penny per minute. So I can go into this environment. I can buy a number across various different geographical locations. And I'll be charged $1 a month for a local number, and $2 to $3 for a toll-free number, and it's a fraction of a penny for voice inbound and outbound. Our rates are extremely competitive. I'm also able to monitor the activity in my environment. I'm able to monitor the usage. I'm able to monitor the logs around calls, what's happening in my environment, who's calling my environment, what calls are going in and out. And these reports are real time. They update in real time. I'm able to view the SMS messaging, the recordings, even the transcriptions services that I am delivering in my application, and what's being transcribed in real time. There's a lot of power in this environment. We also have a development arm. So we have the development arm of this environment utilizes a development tool. We call it Workflow Designer. So what you're seeing right now is the Workflow Designer. It's a drag and drop tool, a drag and drop application, very similar to Avaya Breeze for those of you who are familiar with Breeze. We have the ability to tap into voice capabilities. So what do I mean by this? We can make a call, drop a call, forward a call, transfer a call. We can detect if a customer is calling from a mobile or a landline. We can record a call and do so much more. And as I've mentioned, this environment is an API-driven environment. We are open, so that means we can tap into third-party environments like ServiceNow. We can have a voice call trigger information or data into ServiceNow. We can have it trigger information into IoT, into Avaya Spaces. We can also trigger information into Salesforce CRM and much more. This is to show the power of this environment. And what you're seeing, what I've created here is a very, very simple IVR. So because of time, I won't be able to demonstrate it, but I'll quickly walk you through it. You simply make a voice call and it will trigger an event asking you, hey, customer, welcome to my service. Press option 1 to speak to sales, services, or engage our support. Customer presses the required option and they get an announcement being played to them saying, hey, customer, agents are busy. Do you want to engage our deflection service? Do you want to engage us through social media or through AI or through WhatsApp? The customer then selects yes. And once they select to engage through that social channel, they get played an announcement and they get sent an SMS that deflects them to Facebook service in the cloud around AI and automation. Again, this environment is a drag and drop environment that allows you to bring your workflows to life. So what I want to quickly show you before we run out of time is our integration into Google. So what you're seeing right now is not CPaaS. This is Google's website for the AI platform. And I've created an AI-driven IVR around a car insurance company called Britannic Car Insurance. And over here, what you're seeing on my screen, this is the OneClick integration I was talking about. With OneClick, I can map my application. I'm just going to call it test 1, 2, 3 straight into Avaya. So there's a direct connection. The direct. Okay, sorry, bear with me. I've already created that name. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a direct integration from Avaya from Google straight into Avaya. I seem to have already created this. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is, in my Avaya cloud platform, I've already created my Dialogflow application. So what this application will do is, when I call it now, and this will be the end of my demonstration, it will trigger an AI journey, and it will pick up my natural language and speech. So I've mapped this workflow onto my number over here. So if I or anyone else calls this number, it will trigger my voice application from Dialogflow over here. So I'm going to give it a ring now. So bear with me. This is a voice application that I've delivered in the cloud.
Welcome to Britannic Car Insurance.
Hi. I need to claim my insurance.
Welcome to Britannic Car Insurance.
Hi, I want to claim my insurance.
Oh, sorry to hear that. At Britannic Car Insurance, we care about you and your car. Let's get you some help around your claim. First, please provide your name.
John Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Can you please provide your postcode?
SW16.
Okay. Now that I have your postcode SW16, please provide your vehicle registration number.
DP11NBX.
Okay, I will pass this info onto the team, Smith. Now please let me know why you want to claim today.
I've crashed my car.
Okay, I have all the info I need. I will escalate to the claims team.
So what you just witnessed is a very, very simple IVR that's picking up keywords and key phrases using natural language, powered by Google but carried over CPaaS. So I hope this helps you to see what can be done around CPaaS, and feel free to engage me for deeper demonstrations and more examples. Thank you very much for your time, guys.
Thank you very much, Rasheed, and always good to do some live demonstrations. So no pressure, but well done.
Thank you.
I think we've got a couple of minutes, so that there's time for any questions if we've got any from the audience. So if you've got any questions, please pop them in the chat, and we'll do our best to answer them for you.
And I'm happy to deliver guys, if you want a workshop, again, I'm happy to book a date, a call, a conference. Obviously we can't do face-to-face now, where I can deep dive and show you the full capabilities of CPaaS, because I've only touched the tip of the iceberg.
Okay, brilliant. So yeah, by all means, if you want to take us up on it, let us know, and we'll happily arrange it with Rasheed.
Thank you, John.